So, hi Andrew. I'm happy to have you on the IMinnovation interview.
Thank you. Yep.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good.
Happy to be here.
Glad to have you. So you're working on an interesting project. I would like to tell me a little bit more about it. Something with kids and innovation.
I'm working with iSpot Compassion, and what iSpot Compassion is it's a organization that is inspiring kids to use social media tools to be young entrepreneurs.
Okay.
And the way and the idea is they're going to help other kids in need in doing so. So it's a school-based program where the kids will go ahead and go through a workbook and a toolkit that was made by other kids at a particular Montessori school. And the idea is to get them to go ahead and research organizations that represent or help children in need, decide who they want to raise money for, how they want to raise that money. It might include social media tools, it might be a real event, plan how they're going to do that, go ahead and do it, and then how to tell the world what they did, and then hopefully bring it full circle and have them interact with the people or the children that they help using that. Because, you know,
inspire them to do the same again
Well, inspire other generations, but just, you know, these children are impoverished. They could be, you know, children that are being helped that could be helping children in Haiti that Wycliffe Jean's organization is also helping. So, in other words, iSpot Compassion is really a way that children can raise money for other organizations, not for iSpot Compassion. It's almost like a platform. So we're trying to give them the tools so they can learn how to be entrepreneurs, because I believe we're all born entrepreneurs. I look at my 3-year-old daughter, and she is an entrepreneur every day, all day long. And I think it's beat out of us. And I think they can really go ahead and they can plan these things and they can execute it. And after they do that, they're going to get that satisfaction and they're going to get that experience that they've accomplished this on their own. So part of their experience in life is being an entrepreneur, because they're going to plan the whole thing. They're going to decide that they can do it. So they might say, we want to have a bake sale. Well, how do you have a bake sale, right? So the workbook takes them through the process that they get to figure it out. They don't get told. So they're with their teacher, they're saying, okay, so how do we have a bake sale? What do you have to do? So the kids will say, well, we have to bake things. Well, that's the first step, right? Well, how do you bake things? Well, we have to get the ingredients. We have to find out where we can do this. So they're going to plan and they're going to, you know, expand it. Well, how are we going to sell this? All the steps any small business needs to take.
Okay, that's brilliant. So what age group is it targeted at?
It's really targeted at, you know, maybe 4th, 5th grade through high school.
Okay. But
you're going to have children younger than that partaking. You're going to have maybe some kids in college doing it as well. You know, it's interesting. I live near Stanford University, and there's a professor at Stanford. Her name is Tina Seelig, and she teaches entrepreneurship.
Okay. And
every year, she gives her students some kind of constraining material. It could be a Post-it notepad, it could be $5, it could be a bundle of rubber bands, or whatever. And she says, go ahead, be entrepreneurial. You have 3 days, or you have 2 hours. What can you do with this to be entrepreneurial? I bet you if you gave those same challenge to these kids, they'd have similar results as the MBA Stanford students.
Exactly.
And, you know, I might try that.
Yeah. That sounds like an interesting experiment.
Yeah. So let me add a little bit more to this, because what we've tried to do is add value to every stakeholder in that chain. Add value to the teachers, really, because then they have something to teach. They have, you know, materials that were made for them to help them teach. Add value for the students or the kids that are learning, because they're learning how to, you know, they can really get something done. So it's all kinds of value for them. You know, from the satisfaction of raising money for other children in need, you know, who are impoverished or have health issues or whatever it might be, to the parents of those kids, to the children in need, to the sponsors who might want to come in and sponsor this, right? Because there's a lot of sponsors We'll just wait for that to go by. This is an imperfect interview, but that's okay. To the sponsors who might want to sponsor this because it's promoting entrepreneurship or promoting learning or education, to the organizations at the end and the kids at the end who are actually receiving the benefit of the other kids' actions.
Okay, that's great. So, what does the program include? There's a website where you can sign up for programs, or
there's a website, and the website is ispotcompassion.org.
Yeah.
And on this website, it allows the kids to go ahead and look. We'll have partners who we're raising money for, and they can suggest other partners if they come up with one on their own. We will include a way to show what they've done. They'll get the students promote how much they've raised, how much we've raised altogether. And this is really key. This is our goal. When schools open in September, over the next 10 months, we are going to have 10,000 children raise $1 million. Now, this was founded by a woman named Lori Butterworth. And Lori she founded Jacob's Heart and Children's Hospice. She's brilliant, and she's very animated and passionate about helping.
So the concept is from her.
Yes.
Yeah.
The general concept of getting kids to raise the money. I've helped a little bit with how to go about doing that and adding value to all the people in the chain.
Okay, that's great. So if teachers want their class to participate, they can go into the website and they can get information there how to get started.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, that's great. We encourage teachers to check it out, and kids, and parents, and that'll be something that.
We hope you join and send your suggestions and comments our way.
So great, Andrew. Thank you very much for that.
I appreciate you giving me